Okay. Hello and welcome everyone to the Third Time's the Charm live video, where we are going to give away we're going to give away one painting for the 30,000 subscriber uh, accomplishment. Would you call it that? I recently, am I buffering? Okay, I hope I'm not buffering. Um, I recently shared the 15K subscriber giveaway video so you guys could see what it was about. Kind of like get ready, we're gonna do it again. Because at the end of that video, if you watched it, you'll have heard me say that we will do another giveaway at 30,000. And we've been very close to 30,000 so many times. We were like 29,900 and then down to 500 and then up to 700 and then down to 100, and it just fluctuated quite a bit. And now we're finally at 30,800 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
I wasn't going to do it this soon just because I know that people unsubscribe and subscribe. Like, I've been around this area, this threshold, for quite a while, so I didn't know exactly if I was going to do it now. But like when it went to 30,800, I was like, that's probably safe. And even if it goes back down, oh well. I hope you guys enjoy my content, and I hope you stick around even if you don't like every video. The way that I try to film and edit my videos is like, even if you don't necessarily care about what I'm doing in the video, or what me and Ashley are doing together in the video, or what me and one of my neighbors are doing in the video, hopefully you still enjoy the video for its production value, if you will allow me to describe it that way. But this video is not like those videos, because we're just going to hang out for a bit and give away a painting. It's not going to be one of these unless you want it to be one of these, although these are just prints. These are just representations of the size. So we are going to give away a 24 by 30 original painting that you can commission. I don't have any available to just give away like I did at the 15K one, but if you look at in the community tab, you'll see that I created something custom for the person, which was this fish statue that is in her town, I think. I kind of forget the story, but she likes the statue for some reason, so I just did like a sort of a like a pop art rendition, sort of. But you can pick whatever you want. If I think I can paint it good for you, then I will take that commission. So whoever wins, you get a 24 by 30 painting for free, valued at $1,500. So this size, but of basically whatever. I reserve the right to make reproductions if I feel like I want to make reproductions. So there is that, but that's the only stipulation. Yeah. Also, I don't paint family members or pets usually. Sometimes I will, but not usually. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, so last time we had an ammo box to put all our names in, but this time we got Hamilton here. This is a gift from Martha. She bought it at Alex from Curiosity Inc.'s auction, one of his auctions that he had, and she bought it for me because she thought I would like it, which I think it's hilarious. So it's a cookie jar. So we will be putting all the names into the cookie jar. Thank you, Martha. I love it. He's probably going to go in the office or something. I was going to put it in the studio, but he doesn't actually fit on the shelf because he's too fat. So, but yeah, this is Hamilton, and he is our prize pig. Get it? Prize pig, you know? Like if you go to the fair, like Charlotte's Web, and we are going to draw the prize name out of it. Clever, right? Now, how do you win this prize, you may have asked? Well, we are going to write down names on these slips of paper. We are going to stick them in. Whoop. It's a little windy out here. We're going to stick them in his hole. And then we're going to draw one at the end. How do you get your name in? We're basically just going to pick names in the chat. So let me go to live chat here. I also have a thing here. Ashley also has her own stack right here, off camera. And basically, if you ask a question that I answer, and I don't even know, we're gonna freestyle it. Your name gets put into the pig, the prize pig.
Does it say where Hamilton's made?
Does it say where Hamilton's
Someone said he looks like he's
Who was that? You should write their name down.
Okay. Hold on, let me find it. The pig looks Swedish. Sarah Anderson.
I don't know what that says. Italy.
I thought it said like Tacy, but I don't. Oh yeah, would be like an I.
Italy maybe?
Sarah Andreasen is the first name.
Excellent. Rhonda says that her... Hold on, let me go back to that. Rhonda Owen says it's her aunt's 82nd birthday.
Michael Ann asked, how's your head doing?
So, still don't know anything just yet. I'm getting a lot of emails and messages from you guys. So for anyone who doesn't know, I recently had like a brain thing. I wouldn't necessarily call it a brain injury because I don't know if that's proper language for it. So far, the theories are aneurysm is the #1 theory by the doctors that I've seen. Number 2 is brain tumor, and number 3 is a tension headache. I feel good today compared to like the first 3 weeks. So the last 3 or 4 days have been pretty good. Today I don't feel as good as yesterday, but like I could still walk around and stuff. Like the first 3 weeks I was just in bed the whole time, except for when I was at the hospital, which was just another way of being in bed, but with IVs and tests and stuff. So we're gonna have another test coming up on the July 15th. I have an appointment Monday. I thought it was on Tuesday, but it's actually on Monday. Angiogram's on the 15th. Hopefully it'll be sooner, but not hopefully because, hold on. I want it to be sooner if someone cancels because I'm on the cancellation list, but it'll be sooner if I have another like brain event, if you want to call it that. Then I will just get the angiogram right away. I know a lot of people are saying I should get an MRI. I mean, I don't know why they're choosing to do an angiogram first, or what's the difference between that and an MRI for figuring out what I have, but obviously these doctors, they have their theories, so it is what it is, but they didn't say that I'm not going to get an MRI, because I did ask about that just because that's one of the words I know. Or the abbreviations that I know of. Yeah, so they're going to do that of my head. I don't have nerve issues so far. They don't think. I don't think. But that's a possibility. There's so many different things that it could be, and I hope to figure it out soon. So thank you for all your well wishes. I really appreciate all of that. But from here on out for this video, let's just focus on giving away one of these paintings. Thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed. And let's continue, shall we? Who said that, by the way? Did you write their name down?
I wrote them down.
Okay, perfect.
Someone asked, do we have children?
Do we have children? Who was that?
Let me go back.
Yeah, every question you ask.
Ruth Bond.
Ruth Bond. We have 0 children. So no. I guess is the answer. Alex D says, guess what? Chicken butt.
Sherry Blair says, would you do an abstract painting?
I don't really like abstract, but so probably not, but I've almost accidentally done a few.
What does that mean?
As in, like, I've done a painting that I didn't like, so I smeared it, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
Okay.
You have fur and feather babies. Well, those aren't children. Those are animals. So that's different. D-Heart99. D-Heart99 asks, how old are you? I get this question a lot. I don't really understand why, but I just had my birthday last month, which is crazy.
Sarah Shaw says, Ashley, have you planted your garden yet? I did last weekend.
She painted it.
Paint.
She taped her garden. She planted it last week, but we didn't do any video of it because I wasn't feeling well. But maybe when things start coming up, we'll show you the garden when it, because right now it just looks like dirt. Do you still have your snake? Justine Janice Zuski. Yes, I still have it. She's an oldie, but a goodie. Woohoo, fresh Ashley's veggies. Okay, I want to tell you guys something. My idea for, how like we often name the things that are around, like our forest is called the Gapwing Forest because of the crow that had a gap in his or her wing. I don't remember if we came up with that or if that was a suggestion from one of you guys. But anyways, that's the name. That's what we call it. Even not on YouTube, like that's just what we call it. Our trail that goes to the back of the property, we call that the Fruit Loop. That was named by one of you guys. But when Ashley, when she goes to work or whatever, she'll take Henry and at the time Hank around the Fruit Loop, and she would be like, all right, I'm just gonna go around the Fruit Loop and then I'm gonna go to work or whatever. So that's like a thing. Our garden, I was thinking that we should name it something too, because I just think that it's fun. And you guys know, a lot of you will know that her name is Ashley Rose, and I always thought it would be fun because there's no roses to call it the Rose Garden because Ashley Rose. And so when people come here, they're like, oh, it's a rose garden. Like right now it's dandelions. I think that would be hilarious if it was just the rose garden, but there's not a single rose. There are some wild roses actually, which we snipped them down because they all died from the drought last year. They may come back. We didn't pull them out. We just snipped them down. But they may be dead for good. But and also, if you guys remember when I accidentally burned down the freaking back field there. Not the whole thing, but like just that area. But anyways, what do you guys think? The Rose Garden.
Jillian T says, can you wish my mom a happy 93rd birthday?
Who is that?
Jillian T.
Jillian T. Your mom's birthday is awesome. Happy birthday. That sounded weird. Your mom is awesome. Happy birthday. There we go. Your mom's birthday is awesome. What are your favorite kind of art to create? That's Marge L. My favorite type of art, I think painting is my favorite. Welding, sculptures are my second favorite. For painting, what's my favorite subject matter? Probably rock stars or historical native chiefs or my imagination series. It's kind of a toss-up. I don't work on the imagination series so much, so let's say it's probably like the Chiefs or the rock stars. I also obviously like painting sports figures as well. For welding, basically anything. I don't care most of the time. If I have the pieces and materials to make it, then I will make it just because I think it's cool. When do we get to see your gnome? Danielle Brown. Well, when Jacoda is done his gnome.
Hannah New says, are you planning on getting any new chicks this year?
Before you answer that, after Jacoda makes his video. So if you watched my vlog, I don't know, maybe it was 6 vlogs back. Oh, thank you very much, Bradley Wood. I mentioned that Jacoda's computer, Amber Hearded, so we are going to have to wait till he gets a new computer. So, do you like that one?
That?
Oh
my goodness.
We're gonna have to wait until he gets a new computer so he can edit his video, because his video and my video are like a companion video, if you will. they go together in a sense. Like, we want you to watch them together. So once his is live, then I will have mine go live, if that makes sense. Because I feature his gnome in my video with my gnome, but you got to watch his video first for context, if that makes sense. So if I put mine out, it's not going to work without his, because there's going to be missing pieces that you'll need to watch his video for, if that makes sense. So whenever that is, computers are expensive, and he's a starving artist. So although he works with Johnny B now, some of you will know Johnny B if you have been watching for a while. Go Oilers! Have you been watching the games? Todd Black says that. Dude, we've been dominating in the playoffs against Calgary. We're moving on to the Western Final.
Renee Becca said, do you think Coleman kicked it in?
Yeah, he definitely did. But this is the thing. He wouldn't have kicked it in if he didn't get pushed in to the position to be able to kick it in. But had he not kicked it in, it probably would have counted. Jules Robson. Thank you very much, Jules Robson. If he hadn't kicked it in, thank you very much, Delphina. I should fold these. It probably would have gone in and it would have counted. But the thing is that he wanted to make sure it went in, so he tried to disguise it as like a getting taken out, right? Getting checked into the net. But if you watch, for those of you who didn't watch the game, this is not going to make any sense, but you can check it out on YouTube. Just go Oilers, Calgary, kicked in final, or something like that. You'll see it. You'll notice that his legs splay apart, and he kicks it in with his inside foot, so like this. And then he stops. His leg doesn't keep traveling. As soon as he touches the puck, he brings his legs back together so that he doesn't pull his groin, and then he hits the net and goes around. If that was all involuntary, I feel like he's a professional athlete. They know how to prevent injury. His legs would have been together, I think. Now, of course, things happen. His leg got kind of stuck on the goalie there, on Smith's pad. But, no, it was a play of opportunity, I think. He touched it. Now, if he had stopped right in front of it and redirected it with his foot, or not in front of it, but beside it, let's say, and redirected it so it would have gone in and had the puck bounce off his foot rather than him bounce off the puck, that would have been a better play for me. I don't know. I feel like he ruined Calgary's chances of moving on to Game 7 and potentially, or Game 6. Wait, what game were we on? Game 6. Game 6, which would have led us to battle it out in a if you win this, you move on sort of game. But they didn't. Did you get the laptop you asked about on Facebook? Oh shit! Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. I'm supposed to call a guy who said that he had one for sale, so I'm gonna go see if I like it, and then I'll go buy it. Thank you, Martha. Hey, when are you going to paint Jerry Garcia? Just kidding. I'll stop about that and not knowing about that now. That's funny. I will paint them if you commission it. How about that? Got those ones. Okay, next question here. Have you seen Gapwing this year? If you're on my Patreon, you can check out my live video that I did. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, and you'll see him. If you're not on Patreon, I guess I can just tell you, I think so, but I'm not sure, because obviously birds molt, and their feathers should all grow back. So this could just be a different bird that is also missing a feather in its wing.
Selmy Solini says, Josh, can you sometime on how you built a safe chicken coop? We bought a house with 2.4 acres and I want a safe coop for our chickens. There are foxes and coyotes.
Can I do a video on that? If you watch our Ashley's Chicken Coop series, there is a decent amount of information on there. You'll have to skip to like part 5 or something like that because we get to the run, because we didn't film it as an instructional per se, although I was teaching or giving pointers on how to build things. But like,
say if you want to message me on Instagram, I'm happy to
oh yeah,
give some pointers.
yeah. If you so you guys can follow Ashley's Instagram where she shares more about our chickens on there, and her Instagram is Ashley Rose Alexander. Okay. How many chickens do we have now? We have 7. Because remember, Henrietta passed away. She died from something. Do the cats and Henry sleep in the bed with you? It's from Lou Bell. The cats do sometimes, and the dog does almost all the time.
JK says, how many acres is your place?
Depends on how you look at it. If we have, I have this map. Okay, how much do we have now? We have like 6 or so. But if we get that place, then we'll have 9. And then if we get that place, then we'll have 15. And then if we get that place, it'll be 19. And then if we get that place that's over there, we'll have 22 total. But those are just dreams. Please tell us about your sweatshirt from Laurel. Okay, so this 138 is from another vlog, 138, where we filmed and edited a lot of sick transitional shots and camera tricks, and it was so cool, and showed a lot of progress, told a lot of upcoming plans, gave reasons for demoing, gave reasons for leaving certain things, had some funny moments, had some potential injuries where Ashley's dad stepped on a piece of wood and the nail went right between his toes through his shoe, and I also stepped on a screw, and we tried to sing, what's that song called? I forget what it's song, but what the song is called, but the banana song, Deo,
Yeah.
Deo. We found a Belafonte poster underneath my stairs, which we put there a long time ago, but had forgotten about, and we ripped the wall off of the, like, where the stairs are, and then I took it out. I'm like, dude, check it out. And then Ashley's dad, who knows the song but didn't know the lyrics, was singing it, and it was hilarious. So then we just all were singing it. Anyways, you don't get to see any of that because guess what? I accidentally deleted it all. Almost every single clip. I was devastated. I was devastated. And you know why I deleted it? Because I tried to recover a different clip that was deleted earlier that was going to be the transition shot from the vlog before it, leading into that vlog. It was perfect. I couldn't find it. Downloaded an app to recover deleted files. Don't ever use those. They're liars. They can't recover things that are permanently deleted. They can only recover things that are in your trash, but you can already do that with your device. You don't need a second party application or software or anything to do that. Couldn't do that, so all it did was give me all of duplicates of all of my videos, so it took up all my space on my phone, so I just deleted all the duplicates, but for whatever reason, this app was like, delete? Okay, let's delete everything. So it deleted everything on my phone. And then I was like, all of my video and picture files. It left like my contacts and stuff. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, no problem. I'll just go to my trash and, what do you call it? Where you bring it back from the trash. And they were all gone out of the trash too. And I was like, perfect. Then I went and tried to get a recovery company to do it. but the two companies that were local couldn't do it, and then a lot of people on, some of you guys were telling me, oh, check out this website, send it to these guys. None of them could help me. They were like, oh, you did it on a Samsung Galaxy whatever. Yeah, no, not possible. No one could recover anything, so I just had to release the video that I released. And I tried to go over in that video some of the things that I thought were going to be the best parts of the video visually. Like when I demoed the bathroom, I show the doorway, I show everything, I throw a hammer.
I think you might be buffering.
Am I? Am I buffering?
No, just me.
Maybe it's just here it's not buffering. I threw a hammer at the tiles, broke it, threw another hammer, and then I walked to go pick up, actually 3 hammers, then I throw another hammer, and then I walk to go pick up the hammers, and as I walk, you can see my body like covers the doorway just for like not even half a second. So quick. And then as my body goes away from the door, you can see that everything is demoed. And then I just pick up the hammers from where they landed, and one of them was, I had to refilm that like 80 times just to get it just so, because I had to put my hood the same way. I had to, yeah, lots of work. Took me hours. And then I finally got it. I was so happy with it. Then I deleted it. Dang it.
Linda Day says, will you do any more cooking segments?
Well, we are going to do some more of, the unfinished kitchen segments.
Norma said, how did you meet Alex? LOL.
How did I meet Alex? Okay, so Alex, for those of you who don't know, a lot of you came over here from this channel, from his channel, Curiosity Inc. But if you don't know who Alex is from Curiosity Inc., make sure that you go follow Alex from Curiosity Inc. because he's the main reason that I do YouTube like the way that I do it. I used to just kind of do it willy-nilly, but then he convinced me that I should do it all the time. Like I should vlog, basically, rather than just do the occasional build video or paint video. So if you go back in my catalog, you can see that I have a ton of, not a ton, maybe 10 videos of just making stuff or painting something. And I did try to vlog way back in the day, but I don't know, I just got bored of it and I stopped because I was just like, meh. And I was only getting like 13 views, so I was like, I don't know about this. But then Alex, he gave me a shout out and I got like, I don't know, 1,000 views per video, and then it went up to like 50,000, and then it went back down to only 10,000, and now some of the videos are going back up to 50,000, which, so thank you very much. But go check out my catalog. But how did I meet this guy, you ask? So, like I said, Alex from Curiosity Inc. Thinking of Curiosity Inc., how did he come up with that name? He's a curious dude. He has like passions for antiques and old cars and cool stuff. Well, I also like old cars, and I like antiques, and I like old buildings. I like going on adventures, okay? So, how I met him, he's going on an adventure independently of me. I don't even know the guy. I decided to go on an adventure, and there's this place here in Alberta called Drumheller, and it's like a desert kind of. Well, it's totally a desert, but it's not like the Mojave Desert, right? It's just like a mild desert, and it's where they find the dinosaurs and stuff here in Alberta, right? So I decide, I've never been to what's the museum called? Royal Tyrrell. Yeah, Royal Tyrrell Museum for the day, and that's probably like a 5-hour drive or whatever. So I just decided to take my car out, ripping over to Drumheller, and they have like these stops along the way that you can, whatever. And I was stopping at those just to, I don't know. I like learning about stuff, so I just wanted to see what they said. And I was like, this is where the Albertosaurus was found, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when I get to the museum, outside of the museum, they have these things. What are those called? Hoodoos? Hodos?
Hoodoos.
Hoodoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like these dirt mushroom things. If you have never seen a hoodoo, it's like it kind of looks like a mushroom, but it's big and it's dirt, and uh, mushroom shaped. Penis shaped? I don't know. They're big though. That's why you don't like that description. Anyway, that's right outside the museum. And then, right above, well, not right above. So if you can imagine, they fenced it off now because people were climbing on them, but at the time, they were all open. You could walk around them. You could climb on them, but they told you not to. I never climbed on them, but there's like a cliff thing, and then above that is like a bit of a, like bigger than a hill, but way less than a mountain. I believe they call it a foothill. What?
Jody. Oops, I love Jody Van Dyke. Who do? You do.
Anyway, there's a hill thing, and then I see this big hole in the hill, and I was like, oh, is that like a den? Like, is there like a den up there? And like an idiot, I decide, you know what? I'm going to walk up there. Right? It's all sandy, and so I'm like falling as I'm walking up, kind of like if you walk on shale, kind of like that. And I'm walking my way up there, walking up there, and I get up to this hole, and it's kind of like this, right? Curves in, so you can't see all the way in. And I decide I'm gonna go in there because I want to see what it is. And so I like yelled into the hole. I was like, "Hello, hello, hello," and there's like nothing, right? I was like, "There's like a bear." It's too small for a bear, but you know, your imagination goes wild. I'm like, if there's a bear in here, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna die probably if it gets me, which it can, because bears are really fast. So I don't know, just an idiot. So I go in there. I had to crawl on my hands and knees. So I was like, if this was a bear's den, it wouldn't be next to the freaking museum. They would be like, hey, don't go in the hole. There's a bear up there. And also, they would probably relocate it. So I'm feeling confident as I'm thinking that. But your mind wants you to think that something bad's going to happen because that's how you stay alive, is you know, trust your gut sort of thing, right? I'm crawling in there, and then I get to the corner, and it's dark now because the light is not coming in as much. And I go in, and I go in, and I go in. Thank you, Liva B. I go in there, and then, I don't know, I'm probably like not even that far, probably like 30 feet, okay? And there's no light in front of me anymore, but I can see the light like on my hands and stuff, right? And then I'm walking and I can see it on my hands, or I'm crawling, and then suddenly it looks a little different. I'm like, what the heck? Why is it? It's not that there's no light, it's just different. And then I'm like reaching out and I can feel like the wall, and it's sandy slash rocky. I'm like, okay. And then I feel like this, like rug, like a welcome mat. And I was like, what the heck is this? And I freaked out. And what I felt was different is that my hand was going underneath something. And that's why it looked different. But the light somehow reflected off my shirt or something to show something else, which I didn't know what it was until I feel like this rug, like, we don't have it anymore. You know what I'm talking about, like that, well, please wipe your feet mat. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like trying to back up. I didn't say anything, but in my mind, my heart is exploding because I'm freaked out. And as I'm going out, I'm making dust. Dust is coming out of the tunnel. And it's a freaking badger. Badger? Badger. With the claws. It's a freaking badger that I petted.
I thought you were going to say it was Alex.
No. It's a badger that I petted, but I didn't know it was a badger. And badgers are dangerous anyway. So I would have freaked out even if I knew it was a badger. I get out of this, And keep in mind, there's all of this sandy dustiness coming out of this hole that's above all these hoodoos. And then I get out of there and I book it down this hill. Book it down this hill as fast as I could. And I jump into the hoodoo park thing. What?
Crafty Loops. I thought Josh was going to say it was Alex's chest hair.
I jump into the hoodoo area and I'm just like, and then I hear, like, I'm freaking out, right? And then I hear, that guy just got sand in my ice cream. And I was like, what? That guy, what? That guy just got sand in my ice cream. What happened? Yeah, he got sand in my ice cream. And I look over, and there's this dude there standing there with an ice cream cone, and yeah, there's sand in his ice cream. And he had like this little boy with him, and this blonde lady, and they also had ice cream, but their ice cream was fine. But they were like looking at it, and then I like, so he sees me looking at him, and he's like, "You got sand in my ice cream," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, sorry, I ran out of there's that," I'm freaking out still, and anyways, that turns out to be Alex, and we go into the museum, and they told us that it's a badger's den. And so I petted a badger and then got sand in Alex's ice cream because I was running down the hill and spraying the sand all over the place. So that's how. Who did you write down? Who asked that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Norma.
Thank you for your question, Norma. When are you making banana bread? Lewis, my man.
You missed the super chat from Sheila. Sheila Owens.
So how good was that story? Was that a good story? Love the story, says Sharon. So, for those of you who are new, Sharon Hammond. Thanks for the super chats too, by the way. Well done, great story. Was the story true? Silmi Solini, thank you very much. So no, the story is not true. For those of you who are new to the channel, which there's quite a few of you, I don't know if you're watching now or not, but no, that's just a running gag of how you met Alex. I don't even know how it started, but yeah, how I actually met Alex is I was looking for a Canon, and Alex's website at the time, he would list his items that he had in his store, and one of them was a Canon. So I went to his store to go take pictures of the Canon, and that's how I met him. I became friends with him because I kept going to his store because I liked it. Martha Trimp says, "Did Blue become head chick?"
Yes.
Yes, but she's not
she's not as bossy as Henrietta was. Actually, to be honest, the entire flock seems a lot more mellow.
They all lay eggs now.
They're all laying eggs, and they're all very mellow and comfortable with each other since Henrietta passed away. But she was more bossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So our goal is to have a mixed flock. And to do so, because a lot of breeds don't get along with other breeds, especially if they have a lot of plumage, let's say, because those are easy to get, they're easy to pick on because they got a lot of stuff to pick and they can't see as well and stuff like that. Or if any of them have like maladies or anything like that, they get picked on. So you kind of have to like massage a group together in a way that they all get along. Of course, chickens will pick on their own breeds as well, but in our case, all of our birds are different. And although we do have several cochins, but they're just different kinds of cochins. But anyways, they all get like careful consideration when we introduce them uh, from whoever we buy them from. So we'll be like, do they get along with so whatever, right? And then when we bring them home, if they don't get along, like what were their names? Peep,
Peep and Lucy.
Lucy. I remember Lucy. And then we kept what was the pink? Minnie, right? Was her name Minnie?
Minnie was the white one.
Yeah, her name was Minnie though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Minnie we kept, but her sister, Peep, we got rid of because she was too much of a bully. We gave her to what's her name? Julia. We gave her to Julia, and she gets along great with her flock. She's one of the permanent birds because she does like meat birds and stuff. So she's one of the birds that she keeps, and maybe she's doing that just because we gave them to her and she doesn't want to whatever. But anyways, they get along great over. She gets along great over there, but not with our flock. So we got rid of her. Minnie eventually died from something random, and yeah, Lucy, we got from Lando. We got from Lance, but then we gave back to him.
Yeah.
And then we saw, if you watch our video,
Yeah,
where
he still has her.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's retired now. Lori Scott asks, "What predators do you have to protect the chickens from?"
Foxes.
Foxes,
Coyotes.
hawks, coyotes,
Dogs.
dogs. Yeah, that's
Like
it.
neighbor dogs. Yeah.
Skunks,
Skunks.
and maybe porcupines. If porcupines would even go after them, I'm not
They
sure.
have,
They
like,
might eat their eggs.
weasels.
We have ermines.
Ermines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I've never seen one here. Those could still get in because our chicken wire is like this big, and an ermine is like this skinny. But we've never had one yet, and hopefully we never do. The foxes like to eat ermines, so that's good for that. So let's see. Who's the weather? I think you mean how's the weather? Unique Penny. The weather is good. I'm wearing a sweater, but I could honestly just be wearing it short sleeves. Janice RC asks, just went to pick up my lost wallet. Thank goodness someone turned it in, so I'll watch the rest later. Here's a little celebration donation. Oh, thank you very much, Janice. Do I have a favorite sculpture? Sharon Allen Pody. That I've made? Or just in general? Because in general, I don't know very many sculptures, but if I saw one, I would probably be like, oh, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, but I can't remember what that would be. But do I have one that I've created that I think is awesome? Maybe my giant jellyfish. I'm sure I get this question a lot and the answer is always different, but I really like that giant jellyfish that I did.
John Caraballo says, do you still keep tabs with Hans and Zenobia?
Yeah, they called me a few times, or a couple times at least, since they found out that I was sick. But like, they live like 40 minutes away, so it's, like we don't hang out. Plus, they're not really my age group either. So
You talked about, it was last week, wasn't it?
yeah, maybe last week.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure I was good, and they offered to help if I needed any help with whatever. But luckily, we don't need much in terms of help. One thing that sucks is our lawnmower has 3 rotted tires, which I knew they were gonna go, but over the winter that was it. They're split open too much to hold air. So that's a ride-on mower, which we just cover, right? We don't put it indoors or anything, so it's freezing cold. So that must the temperature change or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, we just ordered the tires, but it's a rare size, so it's taken a while for them to get here. But like, I think people are like, do you need help with your grass? Because this is long. But it's just because we don't have a lawnmower. We have a push mower, so we've done in the fenced part, but that's it. And actually Ashley did that because I can't do anything right now. Rocky Road Ranch. Thank you. Are you planning on another trip to Cali soon? Just don't try to get a new truck back home. Julian T asked that. If I was going to go there, and in the near future, I don't know what it would be for, except for to get another truck. So, but no plans.
Beverly Settle says, who will put the tires on?
Oh, not me, because I imagine that's going to be a lot of strain trying to like force that rubber on and then seating the bead and stuff. That's going to be my brother-in-law, Joel, and maybe my father-in-law will help him. I don't know. I'll probably film it though. Emily Olson says, cheers, thank you.
Alex also offered to help if you needed help.
Yeah, he did yesterday. He came here yesterday to drop off the prize pig, Hamilton. We can do that ourselves, so we don't need him to do that. But it was nice of him. He's like, I know how to change tires and seat bead and stuff. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Freaking wasp. Also he helped with, he said that he would, he even said that he would go to the dump for me. And that he would deliver your guys' packages that you order from me, like the prints and stuff, and all the other things that go on with my mail day.
That's so nice.
Which was really nice of him. But luckily, I'm not that bad. I'm last Friday, and this week's Monday, I was able to go do my errands, which Ashley came with me. A lot of people are asking if I can drive. I can drive, but it's safer if someone is with me in case, we have to divert and go to the hospital. But as long as I'm staying pretty chill, which driving is, it doesn't take any effort really, then I seem fine. Like right now I feel fine. I'll probably take a break after this to just chill, whatever. But, yeah.
You seem to get tired out easy.
Yeah, it's very weird. Lethargy. Who are your favorite artists? Says T Leps. My favorite artist, Michael Goddard is my favorite contemporary artist. I also like Stickman, Trevor Stickle from Stickman Fine Arts, and which I am going to make a video about his show here in Edmonton. I think if I feel well, then I will. If I don't feel well, then I won't. My favorite, I like, what's his name? This guy with his dick out. What's that guy's name? And with the guns, the 8 gun barrel cannon thing.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's that famous picture where he's like this. He's got a bunch of arms. Da Vinci. Yeah, that's it. Leonardo da Vinci. Lavender Kroll obviously didn't watch my video here. No, I'm not vaccinated.
Elizabeth says, have you stopped putting your patrons' names on the door? Asking for a friend, smiley face.
No, I haven't. The reason why I didn't put him in that video, which would have been, because I do it on the first video of the month, is because I didn't want it to sound like, I didn't want it to look like I was like, hey, I'm sick, please join my Patreon. I didn't want that, so I didn't put it in that video. And then the next video was already recorded and edited and stuff, so it didn't go in that video. But they'll go into the next video, the next vlog.
Josh, have you ever painted Ashley? Asks Lucy.
No, I have never. Can you still drywall? I mean,
no.
I still know how, but I can't.
You can't lift.
I can't lift anything very heavy or even light sometimes. What's your favorite t-shirt design? The one that Teespring was like, hey, no, you can't have that, and then didn't give me a reason. Yesterday, I put out a new t-shirt and other products on the Teespring, and then it got held for something concerns. So I inquired about it. Hopefully I'll hear back about it on Monday or Tuesday. Or I think the U.S. is having a holiday this weekend, so I don't know if it was Friday or or Monday that the holiday is, but hopefully they get back to me on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, and I can figure out why. Uh,
Maple Lenny says, hello, got my prints in the mail. They're wonderful.
nice. Thank you for ordering. Lulu Bell asks, are we still thinking about getting sheep or goats? So even if this is like a permanent thing, we're gonna make things work as best as we can. Even thought about hiring someone to be my assistant, which sounds super pretentious, but um, like I'm not gonna be able to do anything, and it sucks. So yeah, I don't know. But when it comes to like the sheep and plans for expansion of our properties, different things that we want to do, we're going to try to do all of it still. So that includes the sheep and goats. Probably going to get sheep and not goats unless we can acquire more land, which is not something that we are able to do now because that takes money and I'm not making any money right now. Uh, Enough for like Ashley still has a job, but like I don't really. So like
We have
anyone who has commissions,
YouTube and
I have YouTube and Patreon and stuff, so I'm super grateful for you guys watching and joining the Patreon. But also, I don't want anyone to feel obligated because, like, we're not going to starve to death if, we're fine, in a sense. I mean, knock on wood. Oh, sorry, Henry. He was on the other side of the door there. Um, if we can get sheep, or sorry, if we can build our barn, then we'll get the sheep, and then that'll be great for our grass. We won't have to mow. That'll be awesome.
Margaret Lop says, are the garter snakes out yet? Yes, they are.
Yeah, tons, hundreds
Lots
of them.
of them. I like more than last year, I think.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
Yeah.
Owen Miller says, who would you love to collaborate with as a YouTuber? As in other YouTubers or just someone in general who is in the, media type business? If it was just anyone who I could get to come on my channel, maybe Adam Savage, who does have his own YouTube channel. It's called Tested, in case you don't know. I think that he's a genius, and he has a non, how do you say, he's not precious with how developed your skill set is. He just loves it, or so he presents himself as, that you like to learn and try things, invent things, blah blah blah, right? He's not elitist when it comes to making and design and stuff, which I really think is awesome, because a lot of people in the, like, say, woodworking business they're very snobby when it comes to, thank you Joyce Williams, when it comes to what kind of joinery you are able to accomplish versus if you use fasteners or welders. Some of the worst critics you could ever have is someone who welds professionally. He's not a bad welder, but he's not a perfectionist when it comes to welding, and that's okay to him. But he's accomplished so much within the realm of making, and I just think that's awesome, because I would also like to be that. Like, of course, if someone is making things that are unsafe or something, I might say something about that, but I'm not going to be like, this guy's a freaking hoser, he doesn't know how to do anything, he's trash, right? Especially on YouTube, it's like people are trying things and doing things because they enjoy it. Like, if you see something that I'm doing that's unsafe, I'm not teaching you how to be safe. I'm showing you that I'm making something. That's why I try not to teach in videos unless I am well versed in it in a way that I have a proper authority on it or something, right? So people always criticize the way I use the table saw. I've never cut anything off of my fingers because I'm careful, whether or not you believe I'm careful or not. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that you should do what I should do if you don't feel confident doing what I do, right? There's tons of stories of accidents happening, and I'm aware of those things as I'm doing things. I'm never going to become complacent using a table saw. I just know, or I hope, that nothing's going to happen based off of how I'm handling the situation. So people are like, where's your push stick? Even if there's like a mile of space between my hand and the blade. It's just some people like to be the safety Nazi or whatever. And for me, I'm just like, I'll use a push stick when I need a push stick. I should use safety glasses though. I will give you that. I should use safety glasses instead of the safety squints. But,
Yeah.
but like, so there's that. I don't like wearing gloves, and I think they're unnecessary
The
unless you're handling
safety
things that are
squints.
hot. Yeah. Sometimes when people are in like real life, they'll be like, "Wear your safety glasses." I'm like, "Dude, I'm native," and they're like, "What? How would that help?" But it's just a joke because uh, uh, the the perceived stoic nature of historical native figures is is an idea that was made up uh, to show how like savage and badass and whatever these figures were. That's why you never see them smiling. It's not because they didn't smile ever. It's because the photographer was like, you look more. What our image of you is when you don't smile, when you have a stoic face. That's why people didn't smile in their pictures. Sometimes these are just some stories that I've heard, of course, and so I just continue that on with being like, I'm native, so I don't use safety glasses. I'll just squint. It's just a joke, though.
Mark LaCroix says, do you have any beehives?
That's another thing that I would like to do. So obviously, you guys know that I'm allergic, or some of you will know that I'm allergic to wasps. Um, I'm not sure if I'm allergic to bee stings as well. Oftentimes when people are allergic to wasps, they'll also be allergic to bees, but not always. And hopefully I'm not, because we would like to raise bees at some point. Of course, that's something that we'll have to learn how to do properly so that we're not just getting hives and then them dying right away. Sometimes that'll happen regardless, but if you're more educated in it, your chances of having your hive survive are better. Um, so if we have wild beehives around, I don't know where they are. There's tons of wasp nests. Those are easy to find because they're kind of just there or there. There was one. There was one up here last year, but it's gone, which we crunched it. But then there's some all over the place. There was one in there on the other side of this wall here, but I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen, not that I remember, an actual beehive, a wild beehive, but there are plenty of beehive boxes around. So we don't have any, but I'd like to get some. Let's do a couple more because we're coming up on the full hour here.
Crafty Loop says, dogs can sense a lot of illnesses. I was wondering if Henry is more clingy around you, Josh.
No, he doesn't give a shit. He loves Ashley.
He loves you too.
Do you have banana bread in your kitchen right now? Asked Joy Edelman. We just ate it. I do have some at the neighbors though. I should go get that. You guys know
yeah.
Jen from 3B's Flowers? I had her in my one of my more recent vlogs. Her mom, who lives right over there, made me banana bread when she found out about my illness, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go walk over there when she gets home and go pack that. Thank you for reminding me. But Ashley's mom made me banana bread, and then someone she pawned some banana bread off on us, which was some of the worst banana bread I ever had. That came from someone else. I'm pretty sure it was store-bought because it was not good. I think they pretended it was homemade, but I'm pretty sure it was store-bought because it was not good. Or she just is trash at whoever this lady was is not good at making banana bread. I don't know. It was not very banana-y, and it was not moist. Sorry about that word. I know it's gross. And it was like crumbly. It just was not good. Barbie says, Barbie. Ha. Says, you got me. Okay. That's it. Becky A. Keep kicking, she says. Thank you. Store-bought banana bread is never good. It sometimes is okay if it's made in store. But the thing is that when you have store-bought, there's rules with how hot it has to be cooked and all this stuff, and I'm just like, make the rules a little more lax. We're trying to have a good time, not stay alive. Wait, what kind of poisoning would you get? Salmonella from the eggs?
Mm.
Who cares? What's a little salmonella if you can enjoy yourself with some banana bread?
What?
What is the tattoo on your thumb? It says Sharon Bush Drucker. Well, I made a whole vlog about this one, so you know what that is, but I guess you don't know this one. This one is a bone. This is a memorial tattoo for Hank. Okay. What about store-bought eggs? You can get salmonella from store-bought eggs, and you can get them from your farm fresh eggs. You're more likely to get them from store-bought eggs, supposedly, but that's because they're I got that one because they're like the salmonella comes from the crap, and then you get a lot of crap on your eggs. It's not good, but I mean the hole is the same hole. It's just a different hole in the hole. It's the whole thing, and people are going to disagree with me. So don't take me as an authority on what happens with chickens and salmonella and eggs and stuff. Okay, guys, here we are. We're here at the end of our prize giving away. So to recap, you as the winner can choose what I paint for you as long as I agree with it. So I may say, no, I don't want to paint that. Then you can just pick something else. I reserve the right to do reproductions of it to sell, because this is going to go to you for free. It's $1,000 to $1,500 Canadian. You want to get that one?
Which one?
Oh, you don't see it? Oh, you're way up there. Okay, that one right there.
Ah.
What was I saying? Oh, someone was also worried about my head being the reason for my memory loss and stuff. I don't have memory loss. I have ADD. Once I remember what I was talking about, then it all clicks back in. It's just my mind wanders and I get distracted easily. But my memory is actually pretty freaking good. Ask me what I was doing on July 4th in 1932.
What were you doing?
Well, I wasn't alive yet, so that's the easy answer. You're going to be able to pick whatever you want. Since this is going to you for free, I'm going to make reproductions if I like the picture. If I don't like the picture, then it doesn't matter, and you're going to be the only one with it. So here we go. The first order, or the first winner, Ashley, if you don't mind sticking your hand in there. Or the first,
mixing it up
first
a
winner.
little.
The second winner of a painting giveaway is Guitar Missy. Guitar Missy. Also, you have to be here, which I should have said at the beginning. If you're here, please put your name here. I just need you to acknowledge that you're here.
Yeah,
there she is. So, Missy, what I need you to do, she says OMD. Oh my damn. I think that means. Email me, orderfromjosh@gmail.com. Tell me that you're Guitar Missy on YouTube. Tell me what you would like, and then we will figure that out. Now, I haven't been doing anything lately, so the commission may take a while, but I'm going to work on that as I feel well. And if I like what we're going to do, maybe I'll even make a video about it. Or maybe I'll include it in a vlog or something. I don't know. Okay, but that's not it. There's a second prize. There is a second prize. And the second prize is a paper print, an open edition paper print of your choosing. This just happens to be my.
There's two here. Here, why don't you just do the hand?
Oh, this is what we did in the first one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, give those to me, and you choose a hand.
Okay, I haven't seen them.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and forth. This happened in the first in the 15,000 subscriber. Okay, you pick left or right?
Right.
Right. Jillian T. This name is going to go back in here. Jillian T, are you here? Ashley's going to watch for your name. You win a paper print of your choice. Does not have to be this Edward Scissorhands one. This is just happens to be my latest completed painting. So if you guys are interested in this and you don't win, you can order these as well. They're $20 Canadian. They're open edition. They're not numbered or signed or anything. That's why they're only $20. If you would like a fingerprint of this, a limited edition archival print of this, it shows the whole picture. This only shows some of it. This is cropped. There's like this much more of it. It's supposed to be a square. But anyway, this is still shows a decent amount of it. I like this, so that's why I made these like this. These are $20. The limiteds are $150. Did you Jillian T?
Yep, she's here. Yep.
Perfect. Jillian T. Make sure that you orderfromjosh@gmail.com. Tell me that you're Jillian T. We will send that out to you anywhere on the planet Earth except for Antarctica, because I hear that's where Satan lives. So post office doesn't like to deliver there. So we're not gonna be able to do that. Okay. Thank you to, who was that? Jillian T. and Guitar Missy for playing, and everyone else who got their name in there. But wait, there's more. There's a third prize. Pick another
What's
name.
the third
Ashley.
prize?
Oh, what is the third prize? It's also a paper print of your choice. This happens to be the latest revamped painting that I did of Axl Rose. This is, of course, just a open edition paper print. You can pick whatever you want. It doesn't have to be this one. You can find everything on the My Hands Gallery Facebook page. The third, this is one that Ashley picked out. The third prize. We're doing this more or less exactly the same as what we did on the 15K giveaway. 3 prizes, first, second, and third. And third belongs to Crafty Loops. Crafty Loops, if you're here, say hi. Where does Satan live? That should be a Christmas giveaway question. That's a good idea. You saw her?
Yeah. Or, hold on.
There
Yes,
she is.
There.
No way, that's me. Thanks, Lewis. Whoops, shit. I'm not sure why your comment was held for review. That didn't make sense to me. Last year, the person who won the painting dipped. It was
They never.
Dua Lipa, I think it was. I don't know how to say their name, but I thought it was them. They never asked for it, so I went to that Omi someone. So that was the fish fountain thing.
Oh.
So we'll do this again. Maybe we'll do it at 60,000 subscribers. Maybe it'll take 3 years again like it did this time.
Has it really been 3 years?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's so weird. That's such a long time, but it doesn't feel that long.
Yeah, no, not really. This is the prize. 24 by 30. Doesn't have to be these, of course. It's whatever you choose. 24 by 30 painting valued at between $1,000 and $1,500, which it's closer to the $1,500 these days, which is awesome. Thanks in part to a lot of you guys buying my art, which I really appreciate. Art is a weird business to be in, because sometimes people they can sell their first painting for $1 million, and sometimes you're still lucky like me where you can sell your art and it gains value, and then some people are completely unlucky and they never sell anything. And I happen to be one of the lucky ones who can sell their art and make a decent enough living to be comfortable and not worried about how to pay bills off of just doing art, and I cannot thank you enough. So thank you everyone who's in the prize pig Hamilton, and thank you and congratulations to Crafty Loops, Jillian T, and Guitar Missy. I really appreciate you guys playing, and I also want to say thank you for all the well wishes on my health conditions. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted when I know more, which I don't know anymore, except for I just do know that I feel good today, and that's good, because obviously I don't want to feel like crap. So I will see you guys later. Thank you very much. Let's get to 60,000. Like, comment, share. I don't know, all that stuff that other YouTubers say. Okay, bye.